Hello. Hi, it's nice to see everyone. And I have a special question for you guys. Have you ever felt almost crippled by your emotions and feelings? Have you ever felt like you are not able to take an action? Or maybe you were indecisive, or maybe you were procrastinating because of your feelings and emotions. Tonight, we are speaking about emotions and we are going to share some wonderful emotional mastery tips with you. I have an amazing gentleman here with me tonight, Greg from London, and Greg is going to share something very, very special with you tonight, guys. Please watch the video, put comments below and like it, and if you have questions, feel free to ask them. Hi, Greg. How are you? Please introduce yourself. Let us know about you.
Hello, how are you? I'm Greg. I'm originally from the UK, born in London, and
I love
I'm
that
39
accent.
years old.
I love that accent.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm 39 years old. I've got 3 children, and I'm blessed to be here today.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. And Greg, today I invited you to speak about, like I said, something very, very important for pretty much everyone, something that each of us can use in the everyday activity. We are talking about the emotional mastery. So, Greg, would you please tell us what is emotional mastery for you personally?
For me personally, emotional mastery is something which you use to control your feelings. So when you get those trigger points of you being upset or angry, how do you actually control that? How do you actually react to the actions which is coming to you? That is the main thing, and I always go back to gratitude.
Perfect. Beautiful answer. And would you be able to give us a couple of reasons why the emotional mastery became something that you needed in your life, became an essential point of your life?
Yes, I realized by the actions which I was taking, it would certain times it would trigger a negative reaction. And I wanted to be able to control that and not be such a maybe angry person, maybe not a upset or emotional, feeling those emotions, because I'm quite a sensitive person. So I wanted to be able to balance that and be understand my actions and what I was actually doing.
Was it like job related or in your personal life? What would be the main?
I first started realizing this from work life, but then it spilled over to my personal life as well. And I needed to find out how to control it. So that's why I started looking into emotional mastery.
Mastery. Great. Would you have like an example of what were you dealing with where the emotional mastery became essential for you?
Yes. So, for example, I've been going through quite a tough battle with work. So I'll start off with my work life. It was quite hard. I worked in a very negative place where people in the gambling industry. So a lot of people would be losing their money. A lot of people would be angry at that and become quite negative to me as a manager of the shop for not my fault because I didn't tell them to spend their money.
Right.
But with that, I had to then calm my reactions down where they come to me so angry and spilled their negativity onto me. I had to learn to be in a happy place no matter what type of energies they came to me with, if that made sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So you ended up bringing that negative energy with you home to your children and your spouse. Would that be?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
correct. And they were not deserving that negativity,
no,
right?
they did.
So,
They totally didn't deserve that. So I had to be able to control that and say, okay, with those things which are happening, I'm going to leave it at work. Before I left it at work, I would go back to gratitude and think to myself, what am I grateful for? And I would say out loud the things which I'm grateful for. You can't be grateful and unhappy at the same time.
instead of you busy being happy and grateful, yeah, that's that is actually a very valuable advice and tip to use gratitude to calm yourself down and step back
That's
into
right.
your power. So if
That's
we
right.
were speaking about the tips of the emotional mastery of how to stay in that power, you've already mentioned gratitude. What would be some other of your tricks and tips that you could maybe share with us tonight?
So what I do sometimes, I write down 5 things which I love, 5 things which I really am appreciative of, and 5 things which have, and 5 things which have actually evolved me to stay in this happy place. Once I've written these 5 things down, I can then look over them, say them out loud. When you put thoughts to paper, it really does do a powerful thing. And then from the paper, from time you're saying it out loud as well, it really does help to make you and keep you in a grateful, happy place rather than in that negative place.
In the place of your power. So do you actually use a pen and a paper, or you type it on your iPad or computer or phone? Which media do
It
you use?
depends what type of area I'm in. If I have got a pen and paper, I'll put it on pen and paper. If I can put it onto my phone, I'll put it onto my phone. It depends what type of environment I'm in.
I was just wondering, like, whether you use a pen and paper in a technology device, would the result differ, or it is always bringing the same result?
For me, it brings the same result.
That's beautiful. That's a valuable tip. I hope the listeners and people, the audience, is taking note of that, because yeah, whether it's a pen on a paper, it doesn't really matter. Great. Anything else? Any other special tricks you have? Tricks.
I talk to people. I let it out. I process it before anything. I process what's going on.
Yeah.
I then let it out by either talking to people or talking it out to myself and trying to understand the situation. Once I've done that, I've let go of that hurt and that negative situation, and I can carry on with my day and do something good instead of wallowing in that circumstance.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you want to be in charge and in control. Amazing.
Right.
Which brings us to another question that I would like to ask you. You personally, how did you benefit from being able to stay in your power, in your emotional power? Anything comes to mind, like a vivid example of how did you benefit? What changed in your life?
How did I benefit? So so for an example, my eldest child, he's 19.
Oh,
I
wow.
hadn't been able to see him for 16 years. Last year, February, I stated and I wrote down, I visualized that I was going to see my son. I was going to meet him.
Right.
By October 2018 was the first day I met my son again. So all these things, when you put them together, all these little things, when you put them together, it is a massive leverage to be able to manifest what you want in your life. Whether it's good or bad, you actually manifest it.
By doing, by taking action. Or
that's right.
Journaling or writing or saying or visualizing, by actually taking action. This is a brilliant example. That's so powerful, and I'm very pleased. I'm very happy to hear that. I didn't know that such a young gentleman, and you have already grown up child.
Yes, yeah. I might look young, but I'm not.
Oh, you look absolutely totally like fresh. Thank you for that honesty and vulnerability. I totally loved it, and it's a great example. It's like miracle, right?
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Cool. And did you have a moment in your life where you sort of didn't believe in that process and ritual to be working, where you were just about to give up, you know, like you're doing it and nothing works?
Yes.
Share a little bit.
I didn't have a lot of belief. Did not have a lot of belief out there. I didn't have a lot of belief in myself. When I just let go and I said, I'm just going to leave it to the universe to do what the universe needs to do. But this is what I want to happen in my life. This point. I said it out there. I took the actions which was needed, and it happened.
This is so beautiful. Your whole face is just, you know, you're blooming. I love it.
Because I couldn't believe it. And when they truly say, just trust in the process, trust in the process, let go and just trust.
Beautiful. Are you religious? Are you spiritual? Are you religious?
I'm spiritual, yes.
Okay, cool. You trust and you believe.
Yes, that's right.
What
put your faith into what you need to.
Right, sorry. What inspires you in life? What inspires you?
So I've come from quite a bad background, and I always got told, you're going to be like this, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And it was all negative things which was installed into me, which for many, many years, I believed those negative things which was installed into me. Once I let go of that and I thought that, no, these things aren't going to control my life. Another person's perspective isn't going to control my life. I didn't believe it any longer, and I let go. And this is what the end result is. By working on myself, by reading a lot, by taking in a lot of knowledge and just learning, reading books, audios, looking at self-development, engrossing myself in self-development, this is the end product. And I keep learning and I'm keep on going.
That is beautiful. I'm sure it gives you a lot of power. So you feel empowered, blessed, and totally happy. I'm looking on your face when you're talking, and it's just absolutely blooming. Like you're glowing. Yeah, I can feel you speaking from your heart. You know, you didn't prepare answers, and you're speaking from your heart. So it's absolutely fantastic and beautiful.
That's right.
Greg, what would be your wish to the audience? What would you like to, to wish them, to tell them today? people listening?
So my wish for every person that's watching this and that's taking this in is to step into your own power, learn steps to be able to take on your own power, whatever that power is. So whether you are a person that has come from an abusive situation, that doesn't put a stamp on your life and say that that is you, that is you for the rest of your life. Be aware of that. You can create whatever you need to create in your life, whether it's happiness, whether it's money, whether it's a beautiful relationship, whatever you want, it's down to you to create it by taking actions.
Unbelievable. That's a beautiful wish, and it comes from the place of love and heart and honesty from you, Greg, and I totally resonate and I can feel it. Even though I'm in Sydney and you are all the way in London, across the planet, I can totally feel your energy. Do you use your skills of self-development skills? Do you use these skills to train or coach others? Where do you utilize it?
I'm not, I wouldn't class myself as a coach or anything like that. What I'd class myself as is just a normal, everyday person that likes to help others. I haven't got a qualification as a coach, even though I would love to. I haven't gone down that road as yet because I'm still dealing with things which I need to deal with. But what I would like to do is support others. Right now, what I'd like to do is support others from coming from an abusive, dark place, which maybe I could have gone down in my past, and help them to come into the light instead of staying in that dark place.
That is absolutely beautiful. And thank you for being on this planet and doing your amazing job. And first of all, you helped yourself so much, which is priceless, because you enlightened yourself, your family, your children. You're showing a great example, and you're making my Facebook Live very beautiful as well. So I'm very happy to have you in my space and in my world. And I'm extremely grateful for your time and for tuning in tonight. Like, it's morning in London, I know.
Yeah.
And sharing your wisdom, sharing your heart, most of all, with all of us. And I hope that our audience, people who are watching, they will find what they're looking for in these little tips, which are practical. They're coming from the place of heart, from the place of love. They are absolutely honest, truthful, and they work, don't they?
They do. Honestly, honestly. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in the universe, and it will bring you beautiful, beautiful things.
Thank you so much, and I will connect with you later. And dear audience, please use this video, use these tips. If you do have questions, you can refer to either me or Greg and ask for help if needed, and share this video with those who you think might benefit from it. And be happy, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Bye, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.